Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down the Avengers Doomsday trailer, my thoughts, what I think, and potential predictions along the way. If you have not checked out my reaction, I'm going to put the link in the description and a little bubble up, so make sure you check that out before watching this video. Just get hyped as I am at the moment. So without any further ado, let's get straight into this breakdown. So we start off with Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. So this is again the sign that's outside the X Mansion. Looks like we're going to have a lot of the fights and the encounters happening at the X Mansion. What do we have here? We have Charles Xavier looking outside the X Mansion to some sort of supernova event happening. Now here's my theory here. Do you guys remember in Spider-Man 2 when Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Dr. Octavius were fighting and then the fusion reactor went off? That, I think, is what's happening here. Could be wrong, but that's just my theory. This is definitely an incursion. Now, if you guys don't know what incursion is, allow me to break it down for you. An incursion is essentially a sort of catastrophic or multiversal event that happens and makes the multiverses collide. So there are several examples of this in the previous movies. So for example, in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
Stephen, your arrival here confuses and destabilizes reality. The larger the footprint you leave behind, the greater the risk of an incursion.
Incursion?
An incursion occurs when the boundary between two universes erodes, destroying one or both entirely.
and that was further then explored in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie as well. So in this movie, incursions occur and a lot of these X-Men, Fantastic Four all to collide together. Now what's the root cause of these incursions? We're about to find out. Is Doctor Doom behind it? So many different theories. We have Doctor Doom in its glory. Amazing to see. I like this design, so amazing. And I like the sort of Latvian accent he's putting. They're really trying to get Doctor Doom in full effect here. It's just brilliant to see that the directors are sort of taking the comics and trying to make it. Now we do know that this is Robert Downey Jr. here, so we gotta make sure that we can't make him sound like Tony Stark. And how do we do that? Put on a Latvian sort of sounds like Hungarian accent to me, but I really like the way they're doing it. Yeah, I'm really interested to explore Doctor Doom and his roots and Latvia and all these kind of things. Super excited. So we got the new Avengers Tower and the new Avengers logo as well. It looks kind of similar to the Fantastic Four. So we have Fantastic Four here. We have the return of Captain America, Sam Wilson, Bucky, and Ant-Man. So this is again where this must be the prime Earth right now. Also another thing I'd like to point out, like, it's clear and obvious who they're all staring at here. Like the hair on the side and just, bro, like it just this has to be Steve Rogers. So look at Ant-Man's face here, like he's in complete shock. This is the only person that has to be here. This Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, and what's remaining of the Avengers has come together. The worlds have already collided. I really like how Thor is being the sort of leader and telling everyone, because you know the leader was always supposed to be Captain America and Iron Man, but he has to now become that leader. So I'm really interested to see how he's gonna become that main character, how he's going to lead these group of people. You know, he's been there, done that, so I'm really excited to see how he does that as well. So if you take a look at this image, we see on the screen that there are 3 multiverses in place. They're all sort of tied together now, but as you can see, they are colliding because of these incursions. And in true Marvel fashion, you can see that there are people hiding or people being cut off from this image. So again, let's see who is missing. So it looks like we have conflict going on between Namor and Shuri, the Wakandans. Namor fighting, looks like he's become the king. So there's got to be some inner conflict going on there, and I'm really excited to see what sort of drama occurs here. And yeah, good to see a lot of layered stories happening here, because obviously we have the main story, which is Doctor Doom. So we're gonna have explore mini stories of each characters, which is always great to see. Now this image here has caused a lot of sort of controversy because the VFX here and everything doesn't look too amazing, but I think we can sort of agree that this is a sort of minimal thing in this entire movie, because I'm sure Marvel is gonna deliver in everything. Now this looks like the X-Mansion to me outside. Now I'm sure you guys are aware of the whole storyline and what happened with the Sentinels. This looks like a post-apocalyptic event that occurred. So we do see their Sentinel sort of armor here. So does this take place after the whole Trask event in Days of Future Past? So really interested to see how they sort of explain all this. Good to see the GOAT Cyclops back. Really liking that he's in the suit now. So, and then if we just go a bit more forward, we have Gambit versus Shang-Chi. Really excited for this fight as well. So we got the TVA Loki. Now Loki is a bit of a whole mystery in this entire thing, right? It's going to be really interesting to see how he in particular ties into this whole story. Now because we know that he's a variant, this Loki is not the actual Loki that was in Avengers. He's a variant, a different version. It's going to be very interesting to see how he ties in and how the idea of variance applies to this movie, because it's an important concept. Because we know, and I solely believe, that this Doctor Doom that we're seeing here is a variant of Tony Stark. So we've got a sort of another incursion event where like the water is like stopped somehow. Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts are probably going to be main sort of team that we're going to be seeing, and they're going to have the Wakandans joining in as well. And then another thing that I'm really interested in is how is Magneto and Charles going to be influenced in this movie, because these two are the goats of X-Men. They're like the strongest mutants. So I'm really interested to see how they tie into the story, what role is in defeating Doom, because Doom is no joke. And so knows Magneto. If you guys watch X-Men 97, Magneto's no joke. He's strong as hell. If you've not seen my X-Men video, I've also made a X-Men season 1, and give that a watch. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, Charles and Magneto have a really strong friendship, and it ultimately may be put into test with this movie, and I hope none of them perish, because they are the goats. But they're getting older, the characters, maybe they're gonna have to wrap up their characters. Hard to tell, but I'm excited. We see the return of Ant-Man Paul Rudd and his daughter. I wonder how he's going to play a role, because we know he's time traveled before, and he knows the idea of the quantum realm and Quantumania. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he applies it, because there's going to be concepts of time traveling here too. This is definitely the X-Mansion here. And we have the conflict between the X-Men versus the Avengers. I feel that in this movie we're going to have incursions occur where these characters are going to be switching between different dimensions or different universes. Right now they're in the X-Mansion. Then we're going to have the main objective, which is going to be the Avengers Tower. This brings it home very well, because again, amazing shot of Cyclops, but what are these massive things in the background? These, I feel, are Sentinels. This is the Sentinel battle. The Sentinels were created by Trask to kill mutants, to destroy them. And this is a post-apocalyptic event that occurred. Is this like a flashback that happened? Or is this like something that is ongoing in the world? I personally think it could be like a flashback. It's showing how all the X-Men all separated. Now this is the moment I want to talk about. This is the moment where we realize how strong this mofo Doctor Doom is. Check this out. Bro just stopped Thor's Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. Maybe you're wondering, how has he done that? Is he actually this strong? Yes, he really is. But for a different reason. Let me explain. He stops it with 2 fingers. Now, Doom is very strong. Don't get me wrong. He's super stacked in the comics. Like, he did amazing things. He soloed the Avengers. Like, he is strong. But how is he able to absorb Thor's lightning? Because Thor's lightning is pretty crazy. His armor. That's the main reason here. His armor has some sort of magic, runic magic, so he's able to absorb his lightning to some extent. Now that doesn't mean that he's not able to do it entirely. Like, Doctor Doom can manipulate lightning somewhat. He's able to nullify Thor's powers here. To nullify it. Like, that's how strong he is. And I really hope they show just how strong he is, because Doctor Doom is not well known in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of yet. This is his big sort of come up, and I really do hope the Russo brothers gets it right. This is taking place outside the X-Mansion, I feel. Maybe Thor fights him alone and he gets just completely destroyed, and that's how he brings the Avengers together, because he got completely destroyed. Or on the flip side, this is how the movie ends and we are set up to Avengers Secret Wars, which I do think that Doom would be a part of, because ain't no way they're keeping him for one movie. We're going to need a miracle. This is important here. We already know who the Miracle is, but the Miracle is also a really nice reference that they made here, because Captain America was always known as a miracle.
This is the age of miracles, Doctor.
Marvel knows what it's doing. It's tying these things up here. It knows how to make a reference really well. That's how much I really admire Marvel. Subtleties. Great to see the GOAT back. We know he's back, but which version is he? Because there's rumors that Captain Hydra is coming here, but Captain Hydra was not able to hold Thor's hammer without some sort of magic. This is all very interesting. A lot of talking points here, because part of me wants to think that this is the OG Captain America that was post-Endgame, to the time where he became an old man. How will they keep the movie more interesting? How will they keep the audience thinking? And I feel that this version of Steve Rogers, there's more to it. I'm telling you guys, there's more to it that meets the eye. There is a hidden agenda here. Bringing these characters back are amazing. No questions asked. Having these goats back are amazing. But they have to get the explanations right here. And that's what's most important. If you see my cursor here, people are speculating that there's someone standing right behind Steve. This may be a bit of a stretch, but who would be in that very building? This could be completely no one, by the way. I might be just, talking out my arse here. Guys, I have a slight inkling that the person standing behind this version of Steve Rogers is none other than Victor Von Doom. Let me explain. Victor Von Doom was a part of the Fantastic Four in all the older movies, and he has to be involved somehow. There are incursions happening around the world, and we know that Doctor Doom is part of the Fantastic Four world. So he has to be involved here. Like, imagine they get a double shock here. They have now the reveal of this new version of Steve Rogers, and they have another shock value of seeing Victor's face.
Je m'en charge.
How he's going to be impacted. How they're all going to be impacted when eventually Doctor Doom's face can be revealed, because I think that is going to be one of the most pivotal moments in the entire movie. Because this event is important, because Tony Stark was such an amazing and pivotal character here. How their reactions and how the whole perception of everything's going to change once he sees his face. He is a variant of Tony Stark, without a doubt. Victor Von Doom, he's going to be a variant. Like, can you imagine the variant Victor Von Doom going to see Tony Stark's grave? Like, bro, I don't know how else they would do it. This is going to be such an important thing in this movie. This trailer is just what we needed, because we literally had nothing, boys, I emphasize nothing, of Doomsday here. Absolutely nothing. I was starting to get worried. Saw the Dune Part 3 trailers. I was like, where's the movie? Like, where is it? But it's here. Finally it's here. We have something to look forward to. We have some sort of information about this movie. I absolutely can't wait for this movie to come out. Let's just have a quick rundown. Showing the stories of Fantastic Four, Wakandans, Doom aura farming. Doom again aura farming. Like, Thor just does not know what just hit him. Like, there's only been one other person. Thanos. Bro. Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet couldn't stop his freaking thing. He had all 6 stones, and he still couldn't stop his thing. And this dude literally put 2 fingers up and stopped it. He is stunned. He does not know, and I think that's going to also be a pivotal point in this movie. He will be in a place where he does not know what to do, because he doesn't have Steve Rogers, he doesn't have Iron Man, not the core people. That's going to be important. If you guys did like this video, make sure you drop a like, share it, subscribe to the channel where I do more Marvel, DC, TV shows, movies. Yeah, and tap the bell to get notified for more content, guys. I really appreciate it. Guys, the Doomsday hype is real. Get on it. Get trending. 5 months now. 5 months. And we get Doomsday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been your boy Mez, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.